Hello ChatGPT, I'm Ecom Legend from YouTube and Instagram, and in the last 30 days I made with my dropshipping store over $800k. So now I wonder, what kind of video should I make for my viewers, something that they can learn a lot from, and what kind of structure would you as well recommend me? I'm so busy running on my own stores, I'm not a guru. Thank you very much. So shout out to ChatGPT. Guys, have a look. As you guys can see, we made in the last 30 days with the store $819k. And yeah, we're still running up the store. You can see 33 live visitors. And let's look as well at the last year, 365 days. We made 3.9 million, aka 4 million. So it's gonna be 4 million at the end of the day because we're doing around like 30 to 40k a day with the store. And I want to show you guys exactly how we do it. And you guys know me, I make the bangers every single time. So don't worry about that, brother. And as you guys know, I'm a non-guru, right? I'm a guru hater. I shit on all the gurus. And that is why I make these videos as well, one of the reasons. So I'm gonna go into detail how we did it. And just as a disclaimer, this is all dropshipping fashion, branding this, branding that. No, we don't do any of this branding stuff. What is even a brand? What is a brand? So what people say is a brand is you put some packaging, some private logo, some visitor cards on it. I can do the same. I still outprint you guys. It doesn't even matter, bro. So at first, the product that we're selling, we don't solve any problem. We sell to Karens above 45 plus. We went more into the audience and avatar in the last 30 days. And we realized, hey, how can we play better into their emotions? How can we play better into like the whole stigma that people have on dropshippers? How can we make it look more like a brand for those viewers as well? Because we know that most people that buy from us, they are 45 plus year old, they're women, they're fat, they're ugly, they're depressed, they're gonna go on Facebook after watching the news at 8 p.m. when they're done from the lazy ass job and they're bored because they have nothing else to do in their life. And they always wear kind of ugly clothes, but for them it's like the hippie clothes. So you can type all of these descriptions into ChatGPT just like I did, even making this YouTube video, right? And ask it, how should my audience, like what should I like target? How should I make my image ads? You can ask ChatGPT, use AI for it. It's that simple. So at first of all, I want to talk about our product research strategy because this has changed significantly. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to dropship.io, right? You're going to click on filters, and then what you're going to do is you're going to click on country. So what we want to do first is find competitors, and then we're going to go to AliExpress and TeamView. I will show you as well why. So let's click in here, one of the countries that people sell in. All right, let's just keep it simple. Let's go at first to Netherlands. We like Netherlands. So and then we're gonna go to add copy language. I'm gonna go for Dutch. This is for all my Dutch people, you know it. Last seen date. I want to go to last 7 days. Search. Oh wait, I forgot one, guys. You gotta click on active. You gotta make sure the ad's still active. So we see some dropshippers already right here. I want to look for fashion dropshippers because what we're gonna do, we're gonna look for competitors and scan them with AliExpress, the whole image, and look for comparable products. That is how we find the nutty products. If you're just gonna look all the time only for reach, all the time only for example, to the ad spend, all the time for how long it's been running, I mean, it works, but what's gonna happen then? You will see that the products that you're about to sell, you will see that you can't scale it that insanely. 100k, 200k a month, that's not where you want to get. If you're making 100 to 200k a month with fashion dropshipping, what are you making? 20, 30k a month, maybe even less. The profit margins with fashion, even with brands, are usually between like 15 to 20%. It's not high, bro. So let me find some competitors, guys. View ad insights. I'll do the hard work for you, by the way, here. Scroll through. All right, guys, let's look for products that have been selling in his. I found a nice competitor in Germany. Now we're gonna look for products that have been selling for at least 4, 5, 6 days. Okay, we go down. 24th of May, perfect. Okay, who is this? What is this? Okay, so we're gonna open the AliExpress app and I'm gonna look for products that are similar. Let me see. So you open the AliExpress app. Wait, I'll show you guys. for those who understand it. I do it with the phone to make it easy. You open the AliExpress app, and left on top you have the camera here on top of search. You click on the camera there, and then you can scan. Exit the camera, no full access. Now let's look. What I'm gonna do is click on the image. 1 second. Boom. Beautiful. So what you can even do as well is, I just did with that, right? And then look, you see all these results. And I do it on the phone, by the way. Why do I do it on the phone? I did it with a laptop and on the phone, but for some reason on the phone, I just saw better results. So then you see this product, right? You're gonna scroll, and if you look down on here, you know, you will see it says made on deck in Dutch. It means like also compare products. You see products that look like it, and you click, let's say, like on one of them, right? This is them, it's like a certain model. I mean, this fashion, it all looks the same anyway. So you're gonna click on this one, let's say, right? Oh, another fashion product. So you scroll down again, and then again you will click on another one, and you're gonna keep on clicking 10, 15, 30, 40 times until you find a bunch of different results. And once you have clicked 10, 15, 20 times, you will find some fashion dresses, or maybe in this particular case fashion dresses, that are quite unsaturated. And you can do the same with Temu, same with 1688 Taobao.com. And this works amazing for us. This has been the core product research method on how we exactly did these numbers, 3.9 million in the last year with this store, and especially as well $820K in the last 30 days. Where else are the dropshippers out there doing these numbers with meta ads and fashion dropshipping? I don't see them out there right now. So just for your information, to really prove we also do meta, let me show you my ads manager. So we have here our ads manager. For those who don't believe me, we are actually doing these numbers. Here, refresh. As you can see, I'll refresh again for you guys. Last 30 days, we spent $160K on this particular ad account. I'm going to show some more ad accounts because we don't only have one ad account. So the columns we have always is as follows. We have our budget, amount spent, link clicks, add to cart, purchases, ROAS, CPC, CTR, CPM, and frequency. The only metrics we really look at most of the time is just amount spent, link clicks, ROAS, and frequency. If you see the frequency goes above 1.3, 1.4, even higher, we always make sure to test on new creatives, and we just put the new creatives inside the campaign. You can always A/B test with duplicating the campaign and as well put the new creatives also there inside. But yeah, and just for information, with this store we sell in the big 5 markets: UK, Australia, USA, Canada, New Zealand. So how do we also test? 4 ad sets as usual, of course, obviously, and we have 2 creatives per ad set. And the way that we run our creatives is we found some nice ways as well that we can do it. If you guys remember at the beginning of the video, I talked about audience and the avatar, right? So what we do a lot of times right now is you can have your audience avatar. If it's a young person or old person, it doesn't matter. In our case, it's like 45 plus women. So what we then do, we make an AI image. You can do this with all these tools. I'm not even going to go into detail with all these tools. You have like this old woman who's almost half crying, and you put in that image as well that there's 60% or 50% off on this particular product, and you will basically as well show that the target audience, and then you have her, let's say like a carousel ad. So it's like a 3-way image. So on one way you have like the woman on the left, and then we have the different colors of the particular product. If it's not the different colors, you have different SKUs, or just the same product from different angles. That's pretty much it. That's what we have. That is like one of our winning ads right now even. So if you see that, you know it's Eco Legends scaling, bro. That's why he's in his penthouse in Dubai. So that's what you will see. And believe it or not, but this is real. Look at the results. We're spending $1.1K. I mean, we spent already over 50K in this particular ad account. And look at the ROAS. And on average, by the way, if you're going to ask me about the profit margins on this whole store, on average, we're hitting around 15%. So anybody who's telling you that they have 30 or 40% of profit margin with these stores, don't believe them. It's all just one big cap. So, and just for information, if you're going to ask me, Father, how much products are you guys actually like as well testing? Bro, look at how many products we tested. Check this. 29 spent, 11 clicks, boom, kill. 8.56, $8.5 spent, 3 clicks, boom, kill. Bro, so much shit going on, man. It's absolutely insane. And if you guys also looked either to my previous case studies, you know, we still have some of the same stores, you know. So I'm gonna open up another ad account, by the way, as well right now. So this is another ad account of the last 30 days. So Facebook has been getting ugly and ugly, man. What the hell's going on here? Now, let's click on budget. So this what? Look at this. Campaign spent $48.5K, 2.5 ROAS, 2.2 ROAS, 2.1 ROAS, and just goes down and down a little bit down. And we're still doing some campaigns also here. And we spent $140K as well in the last 30 days on this particular store. And what type of way are we testing? Sometimes they were different. Stack of the 6-7 best interests related to a specific product. Online shopping and engage shoppers in one ad set and broad targeting. But honestly, 3 or 4 ad sets, we don't see so much of a big difference with these stores. It doesn't make so much of a difference. And in the end, it's just about a very sophisticated and good product and market research and then scaling it. But most importantly, the payment solution. If you guys didn't know yet, I'm the founder of Ecosphere. Ecosphere is one of the best e-commerce coaching programs right now in the whole world, one of the leading e-commerce programs. I've been running it now for 2 years. Besides running my own stores and scaling the shit out of it, I've done over 30 million revenue in the last 6 years in the game. And this is Ecosphere, by the way, guys. You can see I just did an insane announcement. Have a look on this. We have Ali, for example. You see here in the wins channel, check this. He did 5K USD with 40% profit margins. So I put him on an interview, which will come out as well, probably after this video. And I asked him a lot of questions, how are you doing it and whatever. And then I also found out that 6 months ago, he had 1,400 airstrikes hit to his country, Lebanon, where he lives. And out of nowhere, he ended up in a war zone. All of this when he finally managed to do 1K a day with the dropshipping stores. This didn't make him stop. He kept on testing new products, and as you guys can see, just on the wins the wall, he's doing over 5K a day revenue, today even higher. Interview will be out next week. What is your excuse? Generally, what is your excuse? If you've been into dropshipping for 6 months or a year right now, the reason why you're not scaling is you have no fucking idea what you're doing. That is why people get to scale so hard on my program. Tell me what you want. Father, you're a guru. Father, you're trying to sell me on a mentorship. But as a matter of fact, we do actually get people results. Look, this is a live view right now on the Wins channel of our community. Group coaching, one-on-one coaching, especially one-on-one coaching ones are the guys who make the most money. 147K in the last 30 days, $5K a day. Cristiano, he just joined like a week ago, $1.2K a day. Look at this, Lloyd, 100K Swedish francs, so which is even higher, you know. Here we go again, this time 100K Swedish francs on one store, and next month we're going for 200 to 250K. Just launched another market today, already 10 ROAS. We will hit the big 5 and also just being GMC approved. So we will start scaling Google thanks to all the help in this community. Boom, Ali as well again. Robin, he's the Google G in our community. Up and up and up, bro. It just doesn't stop. We have people who do high numbers, people who do lower numbers, and it's all part of the game. Why? Because we're one of the few programs out in the world where the coaches and the founders of it, they're actually teaching people what they've been doing themselves every single day, day by day, aka me as well. So I cannot go into detail on everything, but guys, in all honesty, you know what the biggest reason is why we're scaling like this? Besides, of course, our market research and the way that we're always adapting and thriving in this whole game. Honestly, you know what? I'm just going to sit here a little bit down in a different position so you guys actually can see me, even on a higher level. 1 second. So, in all honesty, guys, the reason why we managed to scale like this is besides the insane product research that we do and all the experience we have in the game is just generally our payment solution. And I've talked about it a few times. I never really made it so much big into the public because I'm not really a big fan of making kind of secrets in how we scale as well to the public. And I want to go into real talk a little bit. That's why I decided to sit here. So what you see a lot of times with people is that when they start ecom, they have product research issues, they can't really find winning products. Once they finally find all those winning products, the next issue that happens is that they scale, let's say at first to 100K or 200K in a month. They make their first proper money. What happens? They end up going to a Bali or a Thailand and they start spending most of their money. Once they start spending as well, like most of their money, what you will see as well after that very quickly is that, oh, suddenly they have a Shopify payments hall. Suddenly they have a Stripe hall. Suddenly they have a hold on PayPal. And this is very normal because they're looking at their front end and they think that the profits that they make in their business, the business profits, are as well the profits they can take home and live with it. Although as a matter of fact, business doesn't work like that. If you go to the OGs in business, like really the OGs in business, and you will see how they are running their shit. They make, let's say, 40, 50K profit in a month. They only send themselves 2.5 or 3K salary. One of the reasons can be maybe at tax purposes, but the main reason is that they just understand that if you really want to grow a business to the next level, you actually gotta reinvest back into the business over and over again. And now I'm gonna put on my hat in here to make this video even more entertaining, right? And I'm putting, and just for information, why do we have this Burger King hat? One of my friends, we went to Japan. I didn't like the food anymore. This was like 2 months ago. I went with my buddy Carl to Japan and Alex, and we went to the Burger King. And we went to go there in how much because they fired me about 10 years ago because they thought I wasn't good enough. So we got like a hat, you know. There's also a meme about it, if you guys maybe know it. But I see this happening over and over again with people. And the OGs, they understood it different. And now with this whole new money, internet thing, it's kind of going sometimes to the wrong direction. And this is where I come in, you know. Ecolegity comes in and he gives the right advice. I've been in the game now for over 6 years. I've done over 30 million revenue. I went through fucked up shit. I lost my money. I came back. I've been already through like so much bullshit in my life, you know. And the number one advice I can give to you guys in here is, of course, what I always say is scale from the back end to the front end. Watch out with your money. Business profits are not the personal profits. So the payment solution, why is it so important? You know that when you're scaling, you should ask brand owners who are using their own PayPal accounts, hey, how much money do you have on PayPal? Those who are doing 1 million, 2 million a month, even 500K a month of revenue. You will see that they have multiple 6 figures to millions of dollars on their PayPal account. Their PayPal account money, the amount that's on there, is already worth more than your net worth. And the reason why they have it is because if you're going to start the PayPal, let's say you're a beginner, you have at first a 21 days where they don't pay you out. They don't do it, right? Because you're new to PayPal. And then what happens afterwards, when you go out of that like period of time, the first review you have for PayPal is a small one, you know? So they just ask for some documents, for some like logistics documents, tracking and whatever. After that, the second or the third one is the big review. And this happens with EU PayPals and also with the very famous Hong Kong PayPals, you can say. And after this big review, they get like a plan on PayPal, right? So the plan on PayPal is, for example, you get a fixed reserve. We get as well like a rolling reserve for 60 or 90 days. So for 60 or 90 days, they will hold at least 10, 15, or even 25% of all your funds that you are making on PayPal. And if you're running up fashion, your profit margin is 10 to 15%. So you're just cycling your cash all the time. Same for the credit card payment method. Like the way we can scale like this consistently in Big Five, and you guys saw the line, is because for our credit card payment processing, right? What's very important, like for example, we use Ocean Payments. Why we can run it so hard as well, bro? We are using Chargeback.io, which is a chargeback mitigation software. This chargeback mitigation software, what does it do? You know, Chargeback.io, what it does is before you get like this dispute, you get an alert in the system and it will automatically get refunded. Because if your dispute rate crosses the 1% or 1.5%, Shopify payments or Stripe or any other payment processor or payment method, what they're going to do is hold your money, or they're going to put reserves. And those reserves, they are going to make sure that cash flow is going to be in the air all the time. It's going to take for you a year until you're going to really plus. This is why, guys, you see a lot of times that dropshippers, they're making all this revenue, but where's their cash? They don't have cash because it's just recycling. They're flexing on their IG stories every single time, all these revenue screenshots. Oh yeah, I just bought a new Goyard bag. Oh, I just bought like the newest Rolex Datejust, for example, you know? And a couple of months later, you don't hear from them anymore. And most of them are screwed. And then you hear after 2 or 3 years, 90% of them, they're still gone. They couldn't make a comeback. Or the 10% were really kept on going and will really have a good mental resilience. They kept on doing this shit and they made a nice comeback. They make more money than ever. And then they understood, hey, business profits is not personal profits. Oh wait, the way I'm dropshipping right now, I'm just recycling profits. I'm living a fake lifestyle. So this is where our payment solution as well comes hand in hand. This is the best solution you can have. I will put the link as well in here down below. It's a type form, you fill it in, and there we will personally reach out to you as well. Okay? So what I want to say is that very important about this solution, why it's so good, is because you get the 10% rolling reserve, you know, until you hit 100K on all payment methods. And after that, you get the weekly payout. And if you want to know more as well about it, why it's so amazing, right? Because you heard it already, like you hit the 100K mark and rolling reserve, which you will do very quickly. After that, you get full payout every single week. And there's way more stuff to it because you get credit card, PayPal, everything. And once again, if you want to know more, just check out the type form here below in the description. Reach out to us, you know, like in the type form, fill it in, and we will actually reach out to you and talk with you and see if you're well qualified enough to go inside it. Because for any beginners listening here, you're probably going to have this issue in the future. And it's very sad for me to say to you guys that this is the harsh truth, but it really is. For us, like there's so many people as well who became our clients and we're also using this payment solution, and there as well like messaging as a harder scaling, and it's why it's so beautiful. And this is one of the reasons why I went to China. If you guys remember one of my latest videos, I showed why I went to China with my brother. We visited our suppliers, Best Fulfill and Win-Win, aka Astraship, and we saw everything in real life and we built this relationship even better. This is an exclusive partnership, right? That we have as well with them, that we can help as well other people get inside through us. Because I started using this solution 2 years ago and nobody knew about it. People were like, oh Farco, why are you scaling so hard, so consistently? And for suddenly, we knew you were making money, but not this consistently. It was a payment solution combined with an insane backend. If you're gonna ask me how we're running our backend, I'm gonna be very honest, guys. For me to explain this to you guys on YouTube, it's almost impossible. You literally just gotta join our 101 mentorship for me to help you with your backend. We already figured it out, right? Yes, the 101 mentorship is not as cheap as if you're gonna go, if some TikTok guru is gonna charge you 1 or 2K for his random course, which will only teach you how to use the kaching bundles, or what was going to show you a little bit around, oh yeah, this is how you do a little bit of product research. They will show you all the saturated methods. No, bro, we're not like that. And we're not cheap. If you want to have something cool, you're gonna have to pay. That's why we do it. So, and yeah, if you don't, well, it's up to you, brother. I mean, I don't know many people like us who scale to these numbers with fashion dropshipping and meta ads only. There's not a lot of them out there. And even if they are, how good is their coaching? We've been proven to be so good. So if you want to apply for a mentorship, check down below the description, check it out. And if not, bro, keep on watching these videos. I like dropping all this value. So this is a harsh reality I'm seeing with dropshippers over and over again, and that's why I just wanted to sit down and talk about it. And I hope you guys won't make this mistake as well. This is another video that's required viewing as well for dropshippers. And really, guys, business profits is not personal profits. Watch out with your backend. Talk with somebody who can actually help you, with it. There's a lot of fucked up mentorships out there. Try to, if you really are looking for, you need help, right? Try to look for the right one. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. If you guys any questions, go to Instagram, type in Ecom Legend. You can ask me anything you want, guys. I'm always active, as you guys know. I like making content. I enjoy it. Together with my brother, scaling, making waves on the internet. And yeah, man, see you. Love.